Hey everybody and welcome back. This is Ben with Warhammer Fantasy Battles. I'm going to warn you right now, my wife is playing the new Legends of Zelda game, and you're probably going to hear her swear a few times in the background. So if you do, I'm not going to apologize because I don't give a damn. Alright, anyways, let's get going. This game I played at Huzzah Hobbies against Joey. He's playing Warriors of the Dark Gods, as you can see. Throughout the terrain, we got a water feature, 2 hills, 2 forests, and a ruin. We just set up normal battle line. The Brawler's Bash, it's going to be battle line, I think diagonal, either counter thrust or denied flank. And then another diagonal, and then another battle line. If you don't know, Brawler's Bash is a 2-day GT, 5 games, and it's all based on points. So the more points you get, the better. So, let's continue. He's got some Crushers with a Rending Banner. I think it's got just Banner and Musician. He's got some Barbarian Horsemen, some Trolls with his General. The General is a guy in the orange. He's got a Hellscream Cannon. He's got a Chariot, which is his Wizard. He's got some Pestilent Warriors with Halberds, with his BSB, who's on a Reliquary or something like that, or a Palanquin. 8 Chaos Knights and 8 Barbarian Horsemen. On my side, I've got my 5 Forest Goblins with throwing weapons and shields. I got 30 Cave Goblins with bows and 2 Mad Gits, an Asher Wrecking Team, 2 more units of 30 Cave Goblins, a unit of 28 Iron Orcs with my General and BSB. General's got a 1-up, 4-up. My BSB's got a 4-up, 5-up. My Feral Orcs, 30 of them with a big stabber, paired weapons, full command. Iron Orcs have full command. Cave Goblins don't have any command at all, just bows and 2 Mad Gits each. The big rock right here is my Great Idol. There's an Asher Wrecking Team right in front of him, and that little tiny guy to the left of him is my Wizard Master with 4 spells and the Book of Arcane Power. Hindsight's 2020, I should have put him in a unit. My Wolf Riders, 2 Giants, and my Gargantula are taking up 1 flank. So he, as you can see, is doing his Vanguard move. I already did 1 Vanguard with my Spider Riders. Move my Wolf Riders over here. This is a mistake, as you will see shortly. He then Vanguards his other horseman up. Moves on his turn 1. He fails his frenzy, and he needs an 11 to get in. He rolls an 11. He rolls 2 11s in a row. And he gets into the wolves. Hindsight, I should always assume that something like this might happen. So I should always plan for the worst. If I would have, these guys would have been facing the other way, so that if he failed his frenzy check and got into him, he'd be going away from my spider, so that I would have the upper hand. So, first turn movement looks like this. Everybody just shifts up a little bit. His trolls are actually inside the forest. We just couldn't remove the trees, so they're just sitting there with the 2 dice showing where they're at. Magic dice, it is 9 to 5, so I have 5, he has 9. He does +1 toughness on these guys, throws in a totemic summon, and that's it. Shooting, he kills off 2. I have some fearless fucking goblins, and they pass with a 5. Shoots his big ass cannon, the Hellscream Cannon, kills 8 Feral Orcs. I'm frenzied, so it doesn't matter. Then this is why I should have put my goblin inside the unit. Now, obviously, had no way of knowing that this was going to happen, although I should have. I didn't realize he had shamanism, mostly because I wasn't paying attention. Whenever he told me what magic he was using, so it's mostly my fault, or wholly my fault. So I paid for it 460 or 470 points, something like that. So the Cave Goblin died. He's got a 6-up ward save, so it's not really much. Over here, he kills off the wolves and overruns into my spider. I am absolutely not worried about that because they have demon weapons. And having played my brother multiple times with the Gargantula going into his crushers, I have absolutely no... There's no problems for me to run a Gargantula into crushers, especially when they have the demon weapons. So that is what it looks like at the end of his turn 1. Bottom of 1, Giant's going into the crushers. He makes it. No other charges. Nasher Wrecking Teams move up. I believe he put my Nasher Wrecking Team was in the swamp. Now I should have moved my Cave Goblins over a little bit more. Maybe just move my entire battle line over more towards the trees. But always hindsight 2020. So anyways, take 2 dangerous terrain coming out of the swamp. The other guy moves forward. And that's that. Since he put his Barbarian Horseman in front of my Cave Goblins, I released both Mad Gits, only kill 3. These guys shoot and kill 2. Yep, 2. Over here, he ends up putting 3 wounds on my Gargantula, 3 wounds on my Giant. I kill off 2 of his guys. He manages to stick. Or, he wins. No. What was it? I did 6. He does 6. I have a flank. The big flank, because he's a monster. So I've got... He's got 6. I've got 6 plus 3. So I think I win by 2 because he has a banner. And he passes his check. So the board looks like starts 2. Charges over here. I flee. Random movement into there. He walks his horsemen, his last 3 horsemen, onto my National Wrecking Team. They all die. Then he moves up. Big phase for him. It is 11 dice to 6. He does something. Puts Break the Spirit on him. +1 toughness on these guys because he's assuming I'm going to put my Wrecking Team through his Knights. And his Knights are tough 4, so if I was running them at strength 6, I mean, I probably should have run them through the Knights, because he was really close, but I'm an idiot, so I went through something else. Then he gets Scarification. This guy shoots, kills another 4, 8, 9. Kills 9 guys. Looks like 4 and 4. No, he kills another 8. Over here, kill off these guys. Now there's a question I have with this one. We have my Giant on his turn did the one where he does an automatic wound AP 6, and if model part has attacked this round, he doesn't get to attack next round. The one crusher only had 1 wound left, so when I did it, it killed him, but it still had 1 crusher left. So I guess that means that the crusher that attacked already is no longer able to attack. I don't know how. The way we played it was he just attacked because the one that the Giant was in contact with died. So yeah. Either way, win that combat, reform. These guys get 2 killed. I'm steadfast on a 9 with a reroll, so I reform. Board looks like this. It is my turn 2. Charging in. The giant needs to roll a 4. The gargantuan needs like an 8 or something like that. I'm thinking of something like, okay, you know, a 4 can't fail that shit. Barely. Can almost never fail a 4. I failed it. So, I don't know why. I don't know how. But I managed to fail a 4. So he moves forward, and that also makes it so my gargantuan can't charge in, which sucks. So they don't charge in. I run my National Wrecking Team through his Pestilence Warriors and kill off 6. He doesn't roll far enough the distance to go through the Shaman. So he doesn't do anything, he just passes through him, runs into the forest, takes a dangerous terrain. Over here, my Mad Gits go flying back through his trolls, and they fly towards my giant. After movement, over here, this is in shooting phase. I shot one out, and I think I took out another one or something like that. Over here, put these other 2, killed off the barbarian horseman, put those 2 guys in front of the cave goblins. Over here, he kills 3. I've got 3 ranks. It's a push. And I think that's pretty much it. His turn 3. Charges in. He's going to take 2d6. Then he charges in over here. Now, this is something I mean, I know the guys charge at the exact same time when you're resolving your charges. But the way I'm thinking of it is when you resolve your charges, you resolve them in the order that you want them to be in there. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. So the way he charged in was, and he made both of these charges, but he charges his Pestilence Warriors in first and clips the corner where this this purple guy is. So he only gets one model in over here, and then he charges his Knights in. If anybody has any clarification, I mean, I'm pretty sure they charge at the exact same time, but I'm not sure if it's like, do they go in, whoever goes in first has to maximize, and then whoever goes in after gets, you know, whatever's left, basically. So these guys, these trolls made it in. They lose 1 other guys. Over here, he loses a couple more from this Mad Git, and this is why I was wondering, is because I have 2 Mad Gits here that he would have had to pass through. Had he moved the Knights in first to get this maximization, would it have been then the Pestilent Knights, the Pestilent Warriors would have been, you know, that would have been fine. My only question was, if he moves the Pestilent Warriors first, does he have to maximize? Because you're resolving the charges in the order that you know, whatever order you want, as long as whoever's going first makes as much contact as they possibly can. So anyways, continuing on, board looks like this. 5 dice to 3. He gets another totemic summon. Misfires this on a 3, so he can't fire this turn or next. This combat phase, I bellow. He loses by 2. He fails his check. Luckily for him, his BSB was within range, just barely. So he rerolls and he passes. I'm over here. He does 2. I win combat by 1. He passes his leadership check. Over here, these guys are completely mauled to death. They break, they run, and since I'm running from the guys with the most ranks, which is the Pestilent Knights, he runs. I run far away. So he runs that way, and he passes through one of the Mad Gits, kills off. What has he got there? He's got 1, 2, 3 in the back rank. And I kill off the back rank. So he's got 4 guys left in a BSB. Okay. Bottom 3. I charge with my Ironworks, and he flees. As he flees, he runs through the cave, the other Mad Git, and he loses another guy. And he's fleeing through the ruins as well, so he takes dangerous terrain, so he loses another guy. And he takes a wound on his BSB. And then I redirect everything into the Knights. I think I already called out the WOG before. I don't remember if I did. But I need an 8 to catch the Knights. I need an 8 to catch the Knights with my Great Green Idol. I need a 9 to catch the Knights with my Iron Orcs. And I need like a 9 to catch with my Cave Goblins. These guys ran into... so they all failed to catch the Knights. My Great Green Idol needed an 8, and he rolled a 7. My Iron Orcs needed a 9, they rolled an 8. My Cave Goblins needed a 9, they rolled an 8. So... thank you, Dice Gods. You are fickle, and I hate you. Anyways, these guys ran in, killed the Totemic Summons, and took 2 wounds in return. Over here, he kills off my Giant. And reforms. It is done with 3. Going on to 4. Charging here. Charging there. And, of course, at 25%, why wouldn't he rally on a 4? And why wouldn't they rally on a 4? Because the Dice Gods are fickle. This is why. So anyways, he makes it in with both in his rallies. Another big phase. He gets something on these guys. I think he's like +1 strength, I want to say. I don't remember. He gets something off on these guys. Then he gets a scarification on his chariot. He kills off the Cave Goblins. They run away. Overruns, I believe, with his Totemic Summon. Kills off my Gargantula. This is what it looks like at the bottom, or at the top of turn 4. Bottom of turn 4, charging with my Feral Orcs and my Great Green Idol and my Iron Orcs. Iron Orcs do not need much. They need like a 9 on 2 dice. I think. No. I think I'm like 13 away. Move 4. So yeah, 9. So I need a 9. Feral Orcs, Great Green Idol, make it in. Iron Orcs fail, of course. Why wouldn't they? I really should put that Swift Stride banner back on them. Because that banner was awesome. So, this is what it looks like. The Feral Orcs kill the summons. With the scarification on his chariot, I do literally nothing. So there's that. 5, he charges in, runs through the Mad Git, takes like a wound or something, makes it into the back of the Feral Orcs. Low magic phase, doesn't get... He gets the Break the Spirit on my Iron Orcs, so they can take dangerous terrains at the charge. Then kills off Feral Orcs. I kill off his Chariot Wizard. Overruns into the Great Green Idol. This is what the board looks like. I am shooting the crap out of those warriors, trying to kill them off, or at least trying to do some wounds to the BSB with no luck whatsoever. Bottom of turn 5, charge there. Try to charge there, fail. Shooting, does nothing. National Wrecking Team moves up here. He kills the Great Green Idol in combat and runs forward. I try to do the crush attack on his general. Hitting on 5. Missed the 5, I think. Or maybe I got it and he regened. I can't remember. Either way. On to turn 6. He moves his warriors out. My giant bellows and does something, and the Hellscream Cannon runs away. I run off the board. Over here, he kills off 7 Ironworks, and I do 3 wounds or something. This guy runs away somewhere. I can't remember what turn this is, but he runs through them. I think it was my turn. And I'm pretty sure this is the last. Yeah, that's the last picture. So Brawler's Bash standards, I lost this game, but not by much, maybe like 100 points, which isn't too bad. The Cave Goblins did well. My Cave Goblin screen is doing well. I really like it. I like the Great Green Idol, as long as I can get them in the right way. But otherwise, it is according to the rulebook, it's 10-10. I got 3,300. I got 3,350 points. He got 3,447. So it was like a 10-10 draw. That's it. Hindsight, I should have deployed a little bit better. My 2 giants and Gargantula combo on a flank or something like that is really good, but I think I'm gonna put the Gargantula closer to the general, so he's still stubborn 9, and the giants are stubborn 10. But if I put them closer to the general and BSB, they'll have a reroll. Stubborn 9 with a reroll, they'll be good. Overall, I think the list does really well, but I need that Swift Stride on those Ironworks. So, I think today is the deadline for list submission. So, I've already turned in 1 list, but I've got 15 minutes to be like, hey, I'm going to revise it just real quick, changing 1 small thing, and then I'm going to do that. So, that being said, I will catch you guys on the next one.